Clip
shit.
it.
Welcome
Everyone.
chat. Holy cow. Welcome to The Long and the Short, a name we came up with on accident last week.
Should we tell the story?
Yeah, I guess. I guess we can explain it to the two people that are listening.
It's for the recorded episode, too.
One of them is my girlfriend, so I explained to her today.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, basically, the long and the short. Obviously, I'm the long, given that I'm 6'5", 6'6" in shoes, and then Nick is the short.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of talking, a lot of yapping. So the long and the short. I kept saying, we did a practice episode. I kept saying the long and the short of it is, and then Nick was like, "Hang on a second. And we felt like it was sports adjacent because, I don't know, sports has long things and short things.
There's long and short things, yeah.
Sure.
If you can't put it together from just the name, maybe you need to find a different show.
Certainly. This is going to be, because this is one of those shows where this is going to be some highbrow shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one of those shows where it's like, if you're not here for really intelligent conversation and takes,
these
go
are
somewhere else.
Correct takes. These are, they're hot.
Right.
But we're not. Look, I'm not calling coward. All right, I'm going to have some real substance to back up what I'm saying.
Right. Yes, I think the idea is that we're going to have some fun. We're going to be funny about it, but we do have some real takes.
We have thoughts.
We have some thoughts. We have thoughts, and you have ears, and they need to be filled with our thoughts. The goal here is to just fill your ears as much as possible.
Yeah, for an hour or so.
Our goal is just plug your ears with as many thoughts as we could possibly find. Fart Dream Girl says hi. What's up, Fart Dream Girl? Let's go.
I think that's my brother.
Nice. I pet pups. I'm absolutely zooted. Classic, but I'll watch until football comes on. Watch while football's on.
Yeah, this might be better than the Manning cast.
Many are saying.
People are talking.
They're going, hang on a second. Two white guys with microphones?
Yeah.
We've never seen this before.
We should do. It'd be fun to do it. We'll do a watch along at some point of like of a game, and we can get like Theo Ash in here, and just
that'd be great.
Why did Jacoby Brissett? What made him better than Kyler on that one?
Right.
You know, he's not 5'6".
Right. What's wrong with that? Not because of me, but because of
that's a jab at myself because I'm
5'6". Because you're short, right? Exactly. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Good. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For those of you that are here, obviously this will be posted as well after. We're sort of figuring this out as we go. So you guys are along for the ride, and who knows? Maybe 3 years from now, when this thing is massive and we're the biggest name in sports comedy podcasting, you guys are going to be like, "Hey, I was there for the first episode."
Yeah, everyone kept asking us, when are you guys going to do a show together? And we were like, I don't know. Yeah,
right. Yeah, people
at
are...
a certain point,
it's like, we got to give the people what they want. Yeah. You know what I mean? People were trying to suckle from the teat of two white fellows with microphones. And Mama delivered. Do you know what I mean?
And it's never been done before. Two white guys have never gotten together with mics in front of them and talked about sports. So
hell yes.
Yeah.
Let's fucking get into it, dude. We're going to talk some Monday Night Football. We've got some Cardinals talk. We've got some Kyler talk. We've got some trade deadline talk for the NFL. And then we've got, we're what is it, 7 games into the NBA season at this point?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, a couple weeks into the NBA season. We're going to talk who's surprised us, who's shocked us so far, who hasn't been shocking, who's been good, who's been bad. And obviously, you guys are here, you're along for the ride. Feel free to join in. Throw out your opinions. Give us some questions. There's already some questions in the chat here, which is awesome.
Little Laker talk. We'll get to the Lakers.
We will get to some Lakers. Are the Lakers legit? We will answer that question.
Yeah.
Colts Seahawks Super Bowl, also a great question. Definitely something we can address. Before we get to that, make sure you go follow Nick at Slim Dookie.
Yeah, and follow Mr. Goat at Willie Goat, because no one in here follows him.
Right. Yeah. I know a lot of people tuning in for my Twitch are like, yeah, I'm here from Nick's account.
Yeah. I put out a story with an unclickable link about 15 minutes ago, so I'm assuming that garnered some traffic.
Bro.
Like, people went to their phone like, all right, HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Yeah.
Nick posted on his Instagram story, and like on Instagram, you could do you go to stickers like on your story post, and you can put like a link, like a clickable link, like what I did on my story, and Nick just copy pasted the link as text onto his story, and then posted it. It was like, "What up? I'm live. Check out this link." You can't click it.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. I'm 28.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm 25. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You kids.
Damn, dude, you're unk. You're literally unk, dude.
People are saying I'm chopped.
Certified.
I'm not listening to those people.
Certified chopped unk at this point.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
All right, let's freaking get into it, dude.
Let's get into it, Nick. You think that Kyler's time in Arizona is up here? You think that Jacoby Brissett takes over this role? Tell me about that.
I thought it was just like, yeah, this is the obvious thing, and then I found out like that was a statement they put out. They're rocking with Jacoby. Like Kyler's, he's healthy. And that's exciting because one, North Carolina State fan, loved watching Black Ben Roethlisberger in college. That's what I called. Jacoby Brissett, just big body, just wearing D tackles, evading, just getting out of the pocket. And in the NFL, he's kind of just like a statue. He's just like 38-year-old Joe Flacco in there. But he makes the throws you need to make. Marvin Harrison looks infinitely better with Jacoby throwing him the ball than Kyler.
Yeah.
That's worth saying. Trey McBride is a weapon. Trey McBride is a freaking weapon and a half. And like Kyler threw him the ball a lot.
Yeah, I could not be more in on big play Trey. They call him. I am such a
Traquan.
He's also got what you want out of we're at commercial right now. I think on the Twitch. I forgot I have ads on here. My bad.
Dude, no, it's fine.
No, it's okay.
We gotta make money, right?
I think everyone gets it at I think everyone gets it at different times. It's staggered. I was looking at it and realized.
Are we getting some revenue? Are we getting cash flow from those ads?
Well, I don't know about we. I am. It's my Twitch. We'll see if we'll see how how much you earn your keep here. But no, obviously, yeah. No, I am all. Trey also has that thing you want in a tight end where he's like a big dude and he makes guys feel it. He makes guys. I love a tight end that makes people feel how big he is.
I can feel Trey.
That's what I like.
I can get on board.
That's
with
what
that.
I like out of Trey.
Also,
he's
whenever
got a dog to him,
there's a white guy that like his black teammates give him a black nickname. Like, I think it was last year, maybe it was early this year. They're like, man, when he gets on the football field, he turns into Traquan. I'm like, that's the one.
He's got he's certified. A white boy is certified when he's got.
When he's got the like not a fade, just like give me a 1 on the sides and a 4 up top haircut.
He's got like the military academy cut. Yeah, he's got the ROTC cut. You know that, especially on a tight end, dude. Tucker Kraft. You know that dude wants to rumble.
Brock Bowers would have that if he had hair.
If he had hair, correct. Yeah. Shout out Brock Bowers for representing the bald kings of the world. Let's go.
Hey, me too, man. It's under there. This is
me too. Get the fuck out of here.
Mine pushes back. That's why I hide it. I'm not gonna we're never gonna reveal. We're never gonna stand up on the podcast. I'm never ever gonna pull this back.
Right. Yeah. That'll be a code of honor. I refuse to stand up. You guys will just have to believe that I'm 6'5".
I'm 5'6" and balding.
Yep. It's just what you have to believe. So I gotta say I am I'm not like a Kyler believer. I do think he's a better player than Jacoby Brissett, but he
brings a lot of different things to the table for sure.
I think let me put it this way. He's a more dynamic quarterback than Jacoby Brissett, right? Yeah. He with the rushing upside, I think he just has a little bit more in his locker. But for what the Cardinals are doing right now, they're winning games with Jacoby Brissett, and he looks serviceable. So why not? We were kind of speculating before the podcast like where Kyler ends up. I think he's a Jet. Personally, it seems like it just feels, for whatever reason, Kyler Murray to the Jets just feels like it makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when you're on what is he on year 2 of his contract? When you're in year 2 of your contract and you get I don't even know if this is a soft benching. This is a hard benching. It's like I think we like the other guy more.
Yeah. Well, and especially when it's a guy like Jacoby Brissett. It's not even like they've drafted a rookie and they're like, we're gonna roll with the young guy because it's the new regime. It's not even that. It's 33-year-old, whatever he is, 30-something-year-old.
They're rolling with the guy from the Progressive commercials that is literally branded as a backup. You lost your job to him. So when you're that guy and you're on year 2 of your big contract, you get benched. Bridge quarterback, stamp it on his forehead.
Certified bridge QB for sure.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's carving into his forehead with a knife.
Yeah, and we were saying that he's going to fall sort of into the. I suppose Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones are a bad comparison now for bridge quarterbacks because they've both looked fantastic this year.
Jacoby Brissett, ultimate bridge QB.
Right, yeah. Like, Kyler's closer. I think for a while, obviously, Kyler at one point was in, like, MVP conversations. I think people thought Kyler was closer to the top tens of the league than he was. Here's a take I would love to say publicly. I've given this take a few times privately. Jared Goff is the ultimate barometer for if a quarterback can be a multi-year franchise is maybe the wrong word, but multi-year guy on like a contender that can go to the Super Bowl. And so what I mean by that is not.
I think Jared Goff is very good. I'm very high.
I like Jared Goff. Yeah, you're right. He's been to a Super Bowl, and I think the Lions are contenders that a lot of people think have a shot at the Super Bowl. So my take is, if you hold a quarterback up to Jared Goff and you go, how much better or worse is this guy than Jared Goff? Where does he land on the Jared Goff barometer? It will give you a good sense of, like, should a team give this guy 3 years, $20+ million a year? Can he get them to a Super Bowl? The answer to that question lies in, is he better than Jared Goff? Is he as good or better than Jared Goff? It's worked most of the time for me. It hasn't really been wrong yet. In terms of who I've stacked it up with, it hasn't been wrong.
I would say, like, it's funny, they're probably around the same spot of, like, what are they giving you? But, like, Baker's probably the same way. Like, Baker's probably, and I like to say, who's the worst quarterback that could win you a Super Bowl? And it's usually a compliment to someone, but you say put worst in the sentence and people freak out. But, like, I'd say Baker is around that. Like, Baker can win you a Super Bowl. But I mean, shoot, the answer might be Jalen Hurts, honestly, just because he won a Super Bowl. And that's like a very particular situation that probably doesn't have a lot of comparison across the league. You can't just put Jalen Hurts on any team. It's kind of the perfect situation.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one because it's like, in a vacuum, is Jalen Hurts better than, like, Matthew Stafford at being a quarterback? Maybe not.
Hell no.
But, like, he wins games. And the Eagles have figured out whatever Jalen Hurts is, they've unlocked the best version of it. I think it's hard because it's like, is Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback is, like, an interesting question, right? I think it really fluctuates on the answer depending on, like, what you are looking for in your quarterback. But I don't know. I think I disagree with Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback that could win you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would say he's not even in that conversation. I don't think, but I just threw that out there because he's not a great quarterback and he did win a Super Bowl.
Right. I hear you on that. Yes. In terms of, like, true QB play, I think a lot of people have him lower than guys like Stafford, Rodgers. I mean, Drake May this season. Lamar, even Pat, Josh.
Well, I want to move it to the other side of this Monday night game. Cowboys.
Yes.
And we'll parlay this into our next segment. We're going to do a lot of parlaying, by the way.
Okay.
For all the listeners, viewers.
Yeah.
Cowboys are dead. They have one of the best offenses in the NFL and the worst defense in the NFL. I mean, and it's not like they're, like, dynamic, like Dak is slinging it all the time like he is, but they got a good run game. They have, I mean, not only CD and Pickens, but I know Jake Ferguson was, like, the most targeted tight end in the NFL, or most targeted player in the NFL through, like, week 7. And I think he's regressed a little bit since then. But I mean, the run game is all, like, Javonte Williams is a dog.
Dude, he's been awesome. I'm a big fan of his. He has been awesome this year.
Yeah, he's been really good. It's crazy to think that they had Rico Dowdle last year.
Right.
Rico's been running all over everybody.
Yeah. Dude, it's so interesting. The running back landscape is just such a fascinating thing, especially for fantasy, because, like, I play fantasy. I'm in 3 dynasty leagues, but I had Javonte Williams in 2 different dynasty leagues, and I sort of did like I don't know what to think about him going into this year. I traded him in one league and kept him in the other. And I wish I would have kept him in both because the landscape is just so nuts. And then you look at Rico Dowdle, 27-year-old running back who was supposed to be a backup in Carolina, rushed for.
It's been like over the past
300 yards.
I think excluding one, like, hey, Chuba's healthy, like, you can't lose your job to injury, and they kind of gave him split carries. Like, he's been over 100 yards every game for, like, the past 4 or 5 weeks.
And it's incredible because he's been a career backup so far, minus like spot minutes for the Cowboys a couple. You know what I mean? Like it's just the running back landscape is so interesting. It changes so much every year. And it's just so funny for the Cowboys to have Rico Dowdle doing this because Jerry Jones is like the quintessential I'm not paying a running back. I'm sorry, to have Javonte Williams now on the Cowboys after Javonte did it last year, or after Rico did it last year. Because Jerry Jones is the quintessential I'm not paying a running back owner. And it's like it sucks because and it sucks because like you do look at like the top running backs in the league and you go, yeah, that guy deserves to get paid. But then in a weird way you see these other running backs that don't really get paid and there's a conversation that Javonte Williams has been better than Saquon Barkley this year. And it's like,
let's start it. Let's have the conversation.
Well, and it's weird because I believe that running backs deserve to get paid, but then you see the Cowboys running backs not getting paid. Jerry Jones has historically not paid running backs, and he's had 2 years now of great running back play out of Rico Dowdle and Javonte Williams, and he didn't pay either of them.
Yeah,
and so it's like
that's the thing of like it is oftentimes a smart move to not pay a running back. Unless you're like, we have a Super Bowl roster and we have something good, we need to hold it together, then pay the guy. Other than that, usually it makes more sense to not pay a running back.
Right, right. Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head. The Cowboys they're dead. I mean, it's at what point do you just like you got to get? I mean, Jerry Jones just looks senile at this point. Like it's every time they cut him. That clip of Stephen A. and him in the box. Dude. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Stephen A. like slow pans. He's so funny, bro.
I'm from Dallas. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I grew up in Dallas, and I've never seen an entire city just waiting for someone to die.
Dude, it's wild.
Everyone hates him. No one wants. Did you see his quote from? I want to say it was like Tuesday, like maybe it was Monday or Tuesday, but he said he's like kind of like smug, like tongue in cheek a little bit on. I think it was like XM radio. He was like everyone's talking about the Cowboys. All right, like one thing you can never say about us is no one's talking about us. Everyone always talks about us, and it's like you're bad. You're old. Like you're not good. You don't have a good team still, and you just made a trade. Like you're going to be in the Super Bowl once you like this is the last missing piece. Like, and we can kind of roll this into the trade deadline talk. Like Quinnen Williams, what was it? Was it one first for Quinnen?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was a first and some change somewhere. No.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. If you look at the total span of their trade, it was like they gave up Micah Parsons, which is so funny looking at this team to be like, who they could use is Micah Parsons defensively. But like they got Quinnen Williams and they got who's the defensive lineman? God, I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Sort of veteran
from Green Bay?
From Green Bay, yeah.
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, thank you. I kept wanting to say Kenny Green because he was from Green Bay, but I knew that wasn't it. My brain wasn't connecting it.
Let the viewers put that together. All right.
True. Kenny Green, you guys know the player.
Yeah, we're talent.
But someone did their full package, and it was like you didn't get any better. You got like a second round pick out of this. You lost. You didn't get any better, and it's so funny for Jerry Jones to say something
2 firsts, like, "Whoa." By the way, 2 firsts and another D tackle for Quinnen Williams. Which is crazy because they traded Micah for 2 firsts for a team that those first round picks are going to be like late 20s most likely.
Right. Yeah. So it ended up being what they got in return was like a second round pick, Clark and Williams, and they gave up like Micah and some other pieces and stuff. And it was like you didn't get any better. And yeah, people are talking about you, but it's not good. And that's sort of that's how Jerry Jones sees the league and what it means to be like a good owner are people talking about us as opposed to are we a good football team? And the difference between that and like the Colts new ownership, right? Where you see she's coming out and she's like, hey, I'm on the phone with coaches every day. I'm in the film room. I want to make sure I know who's being traded where. I want to make sure I know what pieces we're missing. I'm not looking at this from a money standpoint. She's looking at this game from like, how do I win football games? And the Colts are the best team in the league this year.
Yeah.
And they just got better.
Yeah, and I can appreciate what she's doing, too. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's going to bite him in the butt because this is an owner thing.
Really?
Like when owners, and nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman, but when any owner decides like, I'm going to like start, paying attention. And I think she has a good mindset of where like, I just want to know what's going on. I want to understand because like, that's great. But when owners are, it's because she's a woman. Croteen 420.
That's my girlfriend, by the way. Oh. That's my girlfriend.
Shout out Croteen. Is that It's Always Sunny reference? Croteen 420? Like.
Yes, it is. Wow. Hell yeah.
Big. It's
there we
Always
go.
Sunny guy.
She's going to love that you caught that.
Yeah. Come on now. Finally, an energy drink built by bodyguards for bodyguards.
For bodyguards.
But I think it's more like owners being like, now like I think in a few years if she's like, okay, I've been around this for long enough to where I'm gonna start making decisions. It's like, no, you still shouldn't. Any owner. Yeah. This is Suns, Matt Ishbia of like, I know what I'm doing. Our roster is very good. Like we have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. Like that's a championship. And then
I hear you. You're saying down the line an owner being like too involved in a way they think they now know the game better.
Where they're like,
than
this GM that I hired, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's time for me to make some trades. Then that's all right. If she keeps that mindset,
there's a possibility.
I just want to know what's going on. I just like keep me like I want to be involved in terms of just I want to be a fly on the wall. And learn. And that's great. But we'll see.
Do you think two first and AD Mitchell is an overpay for Sauce Gardner? Because I feel like around the league the gut reaction was
that's a lot.
Whoa, that seems. It feels, if we were to connect this to basketball, right? It feels like the McCall Bridges to the Knicks trade, where it was like they paid a lot, but I get it. That was my take on it.
Yeah, it's supply. I mean, it's like situational. It's supply and demand. That's like the Colts. If you're the Colts, you're like, we have a really good wide receiver. We're really deep.
Totally.
Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce. That's 1, 2, 3, and then you also got Tyler Warren to throw to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm like, I get it. 2 firsts, and then AD Mitchell was like kind of the piece that never really came to fruition, but he's talented. Totally. He's a good player. Yeah. But it's like there's classic super generic sports statement. There's only one ball. I love saying that too. Totally. I love saying there's only one ball. It's like,
especially in what is a run first offense with who's been the best running back in the league this year. I thought personally, I saw that trade and I went, yeah, I get it. If I'm Indianapolis, I make that trade too. If I'm at the helm there, yes, it's an overpay, but how many times do you get to be like, hey, we're a Super Bowl favorite this year?
Yeah,
extra sauce is usually 50 cents.
Had to throw it up there.
Hell yeah, that's funny. I like that. Well done, Gooch. Gooch is a consistent listener of mine on my streams.
Dude, get some good names in here.
Legend Gooch, yeah.
Chub Fondue, classic. Gooch, Chub Fondue.
Chub Fondue is a classic.
Band Loopers, that's another one of my brother's accounts. He used to go on people's streams and just accuse them of looping. So like, this guy's a looper. And then just would get, like, they would just be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, I'm not looping. Like, I'm responding to comments. And then, it's a good bit. It's a really funny.
That's a good bit.
He would just, like, text me on a Friday night, like, what are you doing? I'm like, not
what
much,
are you doing?
Dude. Hop on Twitch.
You trying to rage bait? The fella's up on a Friday night rage baiting for no reason.
Dude, he would just like spam people's chats. Just like, this guy's looping. I love it. He's a looper.
Well, that's also, ironically, that's also who Chub Fondue is. I won't reveal who it is, but it's a friend of mine that used to just, when I was gaming on Twitch, they used to just come into my stream and simply just rage bait. And that's who Chub Fondue is. So,
hey, shout out Chub.
For instance, how much will the Patriots win the Super Bowl by? Is Chub Fondue's question.
Get a load of this guy.
I got to say though, Drake May is my MVP so far.
Yeah, Bills fan, NC State fan. He's Al Qaeda as far as I'm concerned.
Right, I know that you are not a. He is my MVP thus far. I think the Colts got a lot better. I think someone asked earlier, Colts Seahawks Super Bowl. That I think is the leading odds right now. Right, I think that has the best odds right now for.
Does it?
For the Super Bowl. I think it's either Lions. I think it's like Lions, Chiefs, Seahawks, and Colts. I think have the 4 highest odds, I believe.
The Chiefs still?
Yeah, dude, they're the Chiefs.
Over the Bills? Yeah, they're the Chiefs, but like
the Chiefs are better than the Bills. I hate to break this to you, but the Chiefs are better than the Bills. The Bills are still a wide receiver one away. The Chiefs won't make the playoffs.
Oh, I have been saying, like, obviously, I'm a Bills fan, and what I told myself watching that game was, like, if we win, cool, awesome, we beat the Chiefs, and then if we lose, I'm like, okay, this is good because we beat the Chiefs in the regular season like every year, and then we lose to them in the playoffs. I was like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I was like, if we lose to them, I spin it. This means we're going to beat them in the playoffs.
Yes.
But, we won. And I'm very realistic. Like, our defense is not good. It's not good. And you can only be riddled with injuries for so long to where you're just like, oh, we're good, but we're hurt. It's like, well, it's been the past 3 years. So.
Well, and you also just don't have a true, like, wide receiver one.
Well, I don't think that's the issue. We score points, dude. We're a run-first football team. And, I mean, you know who our wide receiver one is? It's Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid. Yeah. Gets more targets than anyone. But we spread it around, It's like 7 targets for Kincaid, 5 or 6 for Shakir, 4 or 5 for Keon Coleman. And then you get a little Josh Palmer, a little Dawson Knox, a little Isaiah Moore.
I think that it obviously, like, yes, in the regular season you're like, well, we're a run-first offense anyway. We don't really need a true – but it just seems like the playoffs every year that keeps getting exposed.
Yeah.
Hence why last year they went for Amari Cooper, who fell off a cliff. And it didn't work, and you got beat in the playoffs because it was very clear that it was like you couldn't find a guy to throw the ball to. You know what I mean?
It's an issue. On third downs, it's an issue. But
And I thought you guys were going to address that issue in the trade deadline, like the Seahawks did with Rashid Shaheed, who I think was a perfect addition to that team.
Stretch the field. That was a really good segue. You're a segue guy.
Thanks. You know me. Come on now. It's one of those things where that fit just for Sam Darnold, the guy who's throwing like 90-something percent, 80-something percent on deep balls. He's throwing a crazy percent. He's throwing like the highest percentage like accurate deep ball in the league this year, Sam Darnold. And they just didn't really have JSN. As good as he is, top 3 wide receiver in the NFL this year, he's on track to break the single-season receiving record, which it probably won't happen.
You need someone to stretch the field with him, and
you need someone, and it's not going to be Cooper. It's not going to be 32-year-old Cooper Kupp.
Well, I'm pretty sure he just got it was like season-ending injury or something like that. I don't know, but my friend described Cooper Kupp's hamstrings as brisket, just falling off the bone,
fall right
succulent.
Off the bone. Yeah.
I'd never heard that before. I was like, that's good. I'm going to start saying that.
You shouldn't have said he was your friend. You should have just claimed that as your own.
Yeah.
You screwed up. You had a moment
MLA
there,
format, got to cite sources.
True.
That's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah. We had a question in the chat of or I suppose it's not a question, but we had some statements in the chat. I would say. Bills Bucks early pick for Super Bowl. Yes. Disagree. I don't think it'll happen. Chiefs are hot sick ass. Wrong. Josh Allen and Mekhi Lemon next year will feed families. That I actually agree with. I don't know if you follow college football at all.
I do follow college football. But here's the thing. I'm watching big games. I'm watching my team. I'm watching NC State. I'm watching big games. I just started my college football ultimate team journey.
Naturally.
So I'll be learning a lot of like just random player names more now.
Well, Mekhi Lemon is. Hold on a second. Mekhi Lemon's not a random player name.
Who does he play for? I'm sorry.
USC. Mekhi Lemon's like one of the best receivers in college football this year.
Yeah. At 10 p.m., I'm like, what game is starting now that I can turn on? I'm not in freaking California, dude.
Hey, man. You're gonna learn Mekhi Lemon very quickly. He might be the first receiver off the board this year.
Really?
In the draft. He's very good. Yeah. But I think the Seahawks got a lot better. I think the defense looks pretty good. It's weird to say that I think that so far they seem like the most well-rounded team, and I think Rashid Shaheed was like the last piece it felt like they needed. The running back situation's weird there.
The Charbonnet, Walker.
Sharb and K9, and Kenneth Walker. I don't know what's going to go on there, but it just seems like one of those teams to me that's going to look really good in the regular season. And they're going to
lose a wild card game.
Something scream. I get it. I agree with everyone that they look really good right now and that they have great odds for the Super Bowl, whatever. just feel like the 2016 Raptors or whatever, like one of those teams, like if you were to make the NBA comparison,
2016 Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, where you're like, hey, actually this team looks really good. Where it's one of those takes, it's like, I know it doesn't seem like everyone thought this going into it, but actually this is the best team. And then they go see LeBron James and they get fucking stomped.
Yeah.
And it feels like that to me.
That's one of my favorite all-time memes. I hate the fact that it got oversaturated. It's just like when a team is like really good, like great in the regular season, and then you're like, I know they're gonna have a disappointing playoff or like run or whatever, and it's just like Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Thabo Sefolosha, Al Horford, and Paul Millsap.
Oh, Paul Millsap. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hilarious.
Anyways,
Jacoby Myers to the Jags.
Yeah,
is there anything
we touch on that.
There?
I mean, it was a big deal. Hey, another NC State guy, Jacoby Myers. Shout out.
Hey.
Best catch rate in the league. Just wanted to put that out there. But I think that Brian Thomas Jr. will benefit from this. I think like he struggled early because he's not a flash in the pan anymore. It's like he's talented, but maybe when everyone's keyed in on him, he's not the best. Like he's not that level. Yeah.
I think that has been exposed a little bit this year where everyone I think was a little quick to be like, Brian Thomas Jr. is a top, 8 wide receiver in the league now. And it's kind of like, all right, we'll pump the brakes for a second here. Now that everyone knows that that's being said and that's the case, now that all these defenses know that, he has looked not as good. It's really interesting. He's looked scared to get hit. I don't know if you've seen like the breakdowns of this.
I have.
But he got drilled on a ball over the middle. T-Law threw him a hospital ball. He got drilled on a ball over the middle. And there's so many times now where you'll see him come across the middle and he pulls up his run and doesn't go for a ball because he feels a safety.
It's got the yips.
Yeah, it is the receiver yips is what it is. And, it'll be interesting to see who kind of emerges as like the true wide receiver one there between like Travis and Brian Thomas Jr. and now maybe Jacoby. But it does feel like Jacoby was the right type of receiver that T-Law needed because there has been no quarterback in the league for the last like 5 seasons that's had more drops than Trevor Lawrence from his receivers.
Yeah, I think just another guy on third down too that like you cannot ignore you can't like ignore Jacoby Myers. Obviously, it's not like they're running out there and no one's going to cover him, but you can't put a linebacker on him. You can't put a safety on him.
Right.
You need to have a good corner on him, or else he's gonna catch 7 balls for 90 yards. That's Jacoby Myers.
It's not like
he's
like
special.
Devonta Adams where he like has double team gravity, but it's like he is a guy that has just proven at this point, thus far in his career, it's like you do have to pay attention to him because he will have 7 catches for 100 yards on you kind of quietly, but you're like, wait, he's winning them the game. He keeps getting first downs, and they keep moving the ball down the field through Jacoby Myers, but like we still for some reason keep forgetting he's there. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those receivers. Which is
he's not a good number 1, but he's a fantastic number 2 on any team.
Perfect, exactly. Yes. Let's get into some NBA. Let's get into some NBA. We are a couple weeks into the NBA season so far. Here we're 7 or 8 games. Most teams here, 7, 8 games into the season, I believe. We're going to talk about some shockers and some not shockers so far. We're on Gait Watch. This is something we sort of ideated in our practice episode. Nick didn't know what like a guy's gait was.
Yeah, GAIT.
Yeah, your gait is like your stride. Like how you move, how you run, how you know what I mean. And so
never heard that.
We were talking about. I forget who it was. I think we were talking about Wemby. And I was like, well, when his gait is as long as it is, or
VJ
something.
Edgecombe. We were talking about VJ.
That's
Edgecombe.
right. We were talking about VJ Edgecombe. Yeah. And so we've decided certain players will make it on Gait Watch, and essentially Gait Watch just means they move well. They move gracefully across the court. I believe that Nick his first nomination was Matas Buzelis to Gait Watch. He likes the way Matas moves.
Glides. He just glides across the floor.
He glides across the floor, and that's been thrusting the Bulls into what we are calling a shocking start to the season so far. I will be the first to say if we started this podcast in September and I showed everyone my preseason rankings for where I thought the Eastern Conference and Western Conference would be at thus far, it would have been, you guys would have said, hey, maybe stop doing a sports podcast. I couldn't have been more wrong.
It's a weird year. It's a very weird year.
It's a very weird year. Yeah. Tell us
There's a lot of parity. I love parity, especially in the NBA. I think the NBA is at its best when you're like, we don't know. And I'll say the league's been there the past few years. I think, obviously,
I agree.
The Thunder have been far and away the best team, but did anyone expect the Pacers to come out of the East? No.
Right.
I think you have a lot of young, exciting teams right now that are finally putting it together. But the Bulls, like you said, they were not on my list of teams that were going to take a jump. And it's still early. I can realize that. But we kind of know, like, at this point, you're like, okay, these teams are good, and they're going to win. They're going to be over 500 or under 500. I had the Bulls as an under 500 team, for sure.
I don't think I had them making the play-in.
Yeah, I mean, they had a possession the other day, and it might have been one of the first games of the season. It was like game 2 or 3, but it was a sequence of basketball that, and it didn't get talked about anywhere. I'm just a freaking sicko, and I just watch game film. It gets
talked about here.
Yeah, this is a place. This is for If you're not with this, go ahead and log out. Turn your computer off, unplug your router, whole shebang.
Real ball knowers only here, talking about one possession that the Chicago Bulls had that nobody's talking about.
So it was in crunch time, and I can't tell you who they were playing, but I think I saw 4 open threes passed up. And I'm not talking lightly, like a light closeout 3-ball. No, this is like butt naked, and they're just passing them up, like extra pass, get downhill, jump stop in the paint. And they used every single second of the shot clock, and it ended up with a Nikola Vucevic very deep too. And I was like, this doesn't seem like a formula set up for success in the modern age of basketball. But sure enough, dude, they win games, and it really comes down to, and I'll pin this message up. Josh Giddey is a very good point guard.
I agree.
He is.
He is. Thoroughly surprised me. I'm a full believer. I was wrong about Josh Giddey. I was low on him. I get it now.
There's a lot of conversation about Josh Giddey a few years ago. And when they get the team young around him, suddenly he's playing very well. So, I don't know. He
really moves well with the young cats.
Exactly.
He loves the youth.
Oh, here, I'll give all my balls to the young players. So, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but we do connect dots here. That's what we do.
We connect dots here. That's what we do here. But it's high-level dot connection. That's what people describe this podcast as.
Yeah.
High-level dot connection.
I've seen the headlines. I know what the conversations people have about us.
We see the articles that are written about us.
Exactly. So, but I'll say this, a big part of it, before I shut my mouth, but
please.
Modest, Gait Watch, but also... Dude, when a guy like that moves like that can get downhill like that and has all of the upside that he has, starts shooting over 40 from 3, and he's your number 3 option on the offensive side of the court.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably going to be better.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm Giannis.
Oh, stop it.
Am I not looking at this Bulls team?
They don't. I think they're okay.
I don't know. I'm just throwing things out. I'm asking questions.
Throw it out there.
I'm just asking questions.
If I'm Giannis, I'm finding the team that is just spreading the floor. Like, hey, how many guys do you have that I can pass to that can hit an open shot?
Right.
Yeah. I'll say this: the Heat.
Yeah, Giannis, I was going to say that's another team that we have on our shocking list, and you really like them, and you caught this early on. We did a practice episode a little bit ago, and it was funny because I actually sent you this, but after our practice episode, like a couple days later, someone had this big graphic with all these. There's a pie chart of every team and how often they're running on-ball screens, and the Heat have one of the lowest percentage of on-ball screens in the league. And you talk about parity across the league, and we talk about the Bulls being really good. This is something we're seeing all of a sudden out of these, it's this good team basketball. Do you think maybe it was the Pacers that sort of popularized this last year with how they got to the finals without sort of like a 1A superstar?
Well, really, it's actually more similar to what the Grizzlies did last year without Ja. It's actually the same. roughly the same system. There's a little Spoelstra tweak on it, but I think that a lot of these teams that have good players, but they don't have a true 1A, are like, okay, what's a seamless system we can run without having to get these guys to memorize 40, 50 sets? Because that's what they do in Europe. Like, I've talked to some dudes that played in Europe, and they're like, dude, every time you go to a new team, you got to learn like upwards of 50 sets.
Not to flex on you guys, but he's talked to some dudes in Europe. Don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry
Europeans.
About it. He's talked to some dudes in Europe, dude. Everyone chill.
Well, they're Americans in Europe, but it's truly not a big deal. But
it truly is not a big deal. Everyone relax, seriously. Yeah. Seriously, relax.
But either way, I think like teams that don't have that 1A guy that are unfortunately going to have to coach some basketball on the offensive side of the floor. Like they're like, what can we do that's going to, I guess, keep us from having to slow things down, because pace is king in the NBA. But also isn't going to be super, I guess, mentally straining on our guys. But the Heat, like it's pace and space at its core. But they're 4-4. It's not like they're like, oh my gosh, they're taking the league by storm. But dude, they score. I want to say they're still top 5 in total offense, if not the number 1 team just scoring the basketball. I think offensive rating, because they get more possessions, is down. But
totally. Yeah. But it's also one of those teams where it's like, I think they've lost some close games and some games to some good teams. So it's like, they're 4-4, but they look better than I think a lot of people would have thought they looked at this point.
Looks like a lottery roster.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those rosters you look at and you go, it's going to be a rough season for them. And all of a sudden they're hanging around and they're 4-4, and they're sort of like, they've got this brand of basketball that's like really fun to watch. I was watching a little bit of them the other day, and it's exactly what you called early on. You spotted it very quickly. It's so fast, and it's so much ball movement, and it's so much cutting to the basket. And it's, in a lot of ways, you watch it and you go, oh, this is actually a beautiful brand of basketball that I would be excited for this to become the popular trend of the league.
I wish.
Whereas, like, it felt like a while ago when it was like, go ISO, jack up as many threes as possible, or get to the free throw line and nothing in between. You know what I mean? Like
high pick and roll, on a switch, if they help, kick it out.
Yeah, right. That brand of basketball, it felt like people were like, I don't like this. I don't like that this has become the meta of the league, right?
Yeah.
This feels like, oh, I like to watch. This is nice. The ball's moving fast. It's a lot of different guys scoring. It's not a ton of like the ball sticks to one guy and he's going one-on-one. You know what I mean?
It's like playing like when you go to LA Fitness and you get on the same team as like 4 other guys who all played high school basketball together. And it's like they're not running anything, but they're just kind of all it is just make space for driving lanes and then try to get downhill.
And then set off ball screens, cut.
Yeah, and dude, it's crazy. The Heat, they don't set a ton of off-ball stuff. Like, they have some sets where they're setting stuff, but even within those sets, they're still kind of sticking to their principles. Like, one of their things is they always have to have one guy putting pressure on the rim without the ball, and I love that. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a big in the dunker spot or like if there's a baseline drive, it's called like a 45 cut, and it's the wing guy, like that 45-degree angle. He cuts in too. So it's pretty, and whenever they set stuff off ball, like a double in the corner for someone, like someone is always moving towards the rim, and it's not a set thing. It's like, hey, I might come off the first screen and curl it, and that might be the thing that goes to the rim. Or like say I come off the first one and the second one, and the first guy pops, then me as the second screener, I know I have to dive to the rim. Yeah. So I could talk about it ad nauseum. That's a thing, right?
Ad nauseum, yes, I believe so. And Thickum's asking a good question. Does Tyler Hero come in and mess up this brand of basketball, or do you think he's a good fit?
I think it's all buy-in. And I think the parallel we can draw in different players, I think Tyler might be a little more conducive to acquiesce. Lots of big words. Goodness gracious. Get out the SAT handbooks.
Whoa, Tyler
Tyler
Hero's conducive to acquiesce ad nauseum. Hey, if you guys take anything from this podcast, just know that Tyler Hero is conducive to acquiesce ad nauseum.
Yeah, I mean that's
throw all those words out to someone, and they'll be like, "This guy really knows what he's talking about."
Yeah, no, I built my entire platform of being smart presenting, but actually being dumb.
Actually, so dumb. Yeah. I love it. I think as we're talking here about like who's shocking and who's not shocking, you talked a little about the Grizzlies and this whole situation with Ja. I mean, we don't have to spend too long on it, but what a weird, you talked about this when you were talking about this brand of basketball where the ball's moving a lot. It was Taylor Jenkins that sort of he brought
took it from
in
a Division III coach.
He brought in a Division III coach. Ja went out with injury. This was last year. Ja went out with injury. Taylor Jenkins brought in a Division III basketball coach to sort of like, muster in this new era of, this not a lot of on-ball screen, ball movement.
Dribble, drive, pace, and space.
Dribble, drive, pace, and space. Ja comes back, doesn't want to do that. He's like, no, this is my team. I'm the point guard. I want to run pick and roll.
Which he's great at. He's one of the best in the league running pick and roll.
But it clashed with what the Grizzlies were trying to do. And it seems like this has carried over into this season where the Grizzlies are like, we want to play team ball. And Ja is like, no, thank you. Give me the rock. This is my team. Which I like Ja, but that hasn't really worked yet because the Grizzlies haven't really gone anywhere in the playoffs. So now all of a sudden it's like Ja's in trade rumors. I saw one the other day. It was Ja to the Kings, which would be
sign me up.
So funny. Please,
I would watch every game.
Please
I'd watch every. They would become my new Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are my favorite team in the NBA. That's not my team because they are hilarious.
Please give me Ja, Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan,
Zach
Keegan
LaVine.
Murray, and I forgot about Zach LaVine. Yeah, I forgot about Zach LaVine and Sabonis. Like, give me that team, bro.
Dude, Sabonis, aka the Saboner dude.
Saboner.
He's the least likely guy. If you said like, hey, pick your worst 4 teammates to play with. In terms of like, not guys you don't like, but guys that you don't think would work well with the way that you play and what you bring to the table, he would, I think, name those 4 guys.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It would be so funny to watch. Someone asked earlier, is Russell Westbrook good again?
I heard.
I don't know how to answer that.
Do you remember that? I think his name's Kofi. He said Russell Westbrook is like every possession is just getting the mystery box in Mario Kart. Just you never know, dude. I thought he got unlocked a little bit, like to his best version of what he can be in Denver, and then
I agree.
And I think the signing kind of makes sense because if there's a guy that plays like Jokic, there's probably 2 I would name, but it's Sabonis and Şengün, and so Russ to Sacramento, I guess that makes some sense. You're like
playing off that type of guy because you saw that it worked to some capacity before.
Yeah, and then DeMar DeRozan just takes 20 mid-range jumpers a game.
So funny, dude. I love it so much. Please give me Ja to Sacramento. Please give us Ja to Sacramento. We talked about some of the surprising teams we have here. We also have the Trailblazers, this is one of those teams where I'm talking, like when I said earlier, like, hey, if you would have asked me for my predictions going into the year on where I thought teams were going to land, I would have put the Trailblazers at probably 14 in the West.
Hey, I mean, Denny had one of the best nicknames in NBA history when he played for the Wizards, the Wizraeli. Are you kidding me?
Yes, the Wizraeli beast.
That was great.
I love it.
The the Blaze Rayleigh. I don't know.
Yes, whatever it is. And I think this is one of those teams where I truly did not see a world where they were this good, and they also have Damian Lillard signed to their team.
Hey, one day,
which people forget about. I don't know if he's like even going to come back this year, but
I don't think he is. But I also don't think
so either.
I think the Trailblazers more so than any team on this list. I think for our Sharkers, it's Heat, Trailblazers, Bulls, Sixers. I put the Lakers down because I didn't expect the Lakers to be good. I think they're good.
That makes one of us.
And the Grizzlies, but of all these teams, I think the Trailblazers are gonna even out. like the law of averages is going to kick in with them.
Yeah.
They win games from playing defense though, which in the NBA is wild. Like,
right?
They press a lot. They full court press, and this is you bring in a European guy, Tiago Splitter. Chauncey goes out, is in the investigation, and Tiago takes the reins of the team, and he's like, "Hey, we're long, we're athletic, we're going to full court press a lot."
Right. And turns out when your coach stops putting bets against you, turns out when your head coach stops betting that you'll lose the game, your team actually comes out on top.
You can win every once in a while.
Every once in a while, you get lucky. The Sixers, VJ Edgecombe, electric. I love this kid. I'm a big fan of this kid. I love his game. He's on Gait Watch. I like the way he moves across the floor. He looks so much more developed than most rookies that you see.
And he's not old either.
Like,
it's not like he's coming in as a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old. Like, he's still very young. But I will say he's been playing. I want to say, I don't know if he was in like a professional development program because he's from the Bahamas, but he played with the Bahamas, the Bahamian team. I don't know. In the Olympics. Yeah, the Bahamas national team. And he looked good. He looked very good. I remember watching him and Kamen Malawak being like, these guys are going to be freshmen in college next year.
Right.
Like, that's nuts. And they both looked good in the Olympics, and they both look good now.
Yeah, I think his sort of the control he plays at, like for a guy who plays with some twitch, first of all, having that backcourt of Maxey and Edgecombe with that burst that they have is so fun to watch, dude. I love both of those guys so much. But having a dude who's this young as a rookie, whose sort of game is around like being twitchy, being athletic, and being strong and quick burst, like a lot of times you see these dudes come in and they take a little bit to transition because they play too fast.
Dennis Smith Jr.
They play ahead of themselves. Dennis Smith Jr. is a great example of that. And so watching this guy come in where that's sort of his best skill set, and he's like so under control but still playing fast like that, is super impressive. I'm a big fan of this kid, man. I'm a believer. He's my vote right now for Rookie of the Year. 8 games in or whatever. Obviously, we'll see. And Dylan Harper just went down with injury.
What happened?
Dylan Harper's looked great. I think it's a calf.
Oh yeah, dude. After last year, and not just Tyrese, but like in all across sports, anytime someone's like a calf soreness, calf strain, it's like sit down, take 2 weeks.
Sit down.
Off. Anthony Davis.
Down. I think Anthony Davis is a great example of that. But I know your Mavs are looking.
He's gonna get healthy.
I'll put this on shockers. I think each other's teams are both shocking to each other for different reasons. I was higher on your Mavs. I thought they were going to be great.
I was higher on my Mavs too.
They've been shockingly bad.
To be fair,
I will say,
haven't been healthy. And not just Kyrie, but Gafford and Lively haven't played on the court together. I mean, not right now. Lively, AD, Kyrie are all hurt. And Dante Exum. I mean, big impact when he gets back. Obviously.
I agree.
But I'm not going to talk about the Mavs too much, but I do think Jason Kidd is a terrorist. I've described watching a Jason Kidd offense is like eating wet toilet paper. Like even like Luka, when Luka had the ball, we didn't run anything. We don't run anything, dude. It's just like, hey, let's run a simple action, and then it's
get the fuck
clear
out.
Everyone get out of my way. Like, and right now it's like, and it's funny because our best offensive player right now is PJ Washington, and clearouts for PJ have been where he just gets downhill or he shoots an open three. He's great. And I love PJ.
I love PJ too, but I just thought going into this year, I was like, God, this team is huge. I just thought, I was like, this is going to be the new trend in the league. Everyone is trying to get bigger, like top to bottom in the league. But it's very clear, and I said this before, I like Cooper Flagg, but I was not as high on him as others. And coming in, trying to have a guy who's like 6'9", 6'10", as a rookie who's not a true guard, trying to run an offense in the NBA, I was like, pump the brakes on that. It's not going to look good at first. And
he hasn't been terrible, but...
No, and he's shown flashes, but it's not... You can't win a ton of games with that.
And Jason Kidd actually addressed it. Do you want to hear what he said? And this is just the most Jason Kidd answer ever. He said, well, I know it's not, ideal right now, but we want our guy, like our young 6'9", unicorn to just be prepared for these moments with the ball in his hands when we're playing important games in April. We're 2-5. We're not going to be playing in April, Chief. And I don't want to be like overreaction, John, over here, but dude, I'm like, you can't say that when your team is like under 500. You just simply can't say that, dude.
Right. Yeah.
He drives me nuts. One of my favorite Mavericks as a player. One of my might be my least favorite head coach of any team that I've ever been a fan of all time.
Wow.
And I said this when Luka was on the Mavs. I was like, Jason Kidd is a terrorist.
Yeah. Well, and to your point, right? I think JJ Redick is a pretty good head coach. I think he's getting better. He's getting better. He wasn't as good last year because it was his first year, but he's getting better. I think he's a good head coach. And you see now, Luka's averaging 40, man. And this team has, it's not just give Luka the ball, clear out, get the fuck out my way.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that, but it's Luka, so you do that because he's Luka, right?
Yeah. But it's just as efficient as running offense a lot of times,
Yeah. But dude, this team has been missing, you talked about this team being on the shocking list. And to be fair, I thought the Lakers were going to be good. My preseason rankings, I think I had them 4th or 5th in the West, right? I thought they were going to be good, but I also didn't realize we were going to be this banged up, right? Like we've missing Luka for some games, we've missed AR for some games. Obviously, we're without LeBron, and this team is 5 and 2 right now? 7 and something. What is it? What's our record right now?
7-2.
7-2. And it's all of a sudden you got Luka coming here averaging 40, and it's actually maybe Jason. To your point, maybe Jason Kidd deserves a lot more flack than he's getting right now because Luka looks fantastic on a team that not a lot of people, I guess, had as high as we thought they did. And all of a sudden you see Luka in a good offense where it's not just get out the way. And man, this team looks good. Austin Reeves
is going
to get paid.
Yeah, I stole your thunder. Sorry. But
No. We were gonna say the same thing. Austin Reeves, they are going to back up the Brinks. Luka's averaging more points per game than any Black combined at the moment.
Had to throw it on there.
Hey,
great.
It's almost
great chat, man. I'm really glad you said that. Appreciate it, dude.
It's almost like someone needs to pull Dallas ownership aside and go, hey, stop trading a generational talent and trying to replace that by committee. It doesn't work.
Here's the thing. And then we've talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
About a week and a half after the trade, I was like, I do see the vision. And I don't think that this team was going to win a championship. I am of the opinion that I don't think you can win a championship playing Luka ball. And it was clear that no one on our staff was going to convince Luka to buy into any sort of system.
Right.
And I hope for your sake it works out, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Thanks. I don't think you mean that, but thank you. I think you would like to be vindicated. I think you'd love to see this fail.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of would, because I'm like, hey, did James Harden win a championship? He put up huge numbers. He was one of the best players in the game. He won an MVP.
Right.
But he didn't win a championship. Did Carmelo Anthony win a championship? Like, high usage guys in the regular season. Like, you do need high usage guys in the playoffs, because eventually when rubber hits road, it's like you got to have a dude that can just get you a bucket.
Someone needs to get me a fucking bucket. Can you get me a bucket?
Like,
absolutely.
Luka, you can watch so much film.
One.
Yeah. You watch so much film, but eventually it's like, hey, no film. It's the analyze this shit meme.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing, you can't do anything.
Right. So and this is a good question. Willie's a bronzexual. Hilarious. I would not consider myself a bronzexual. I do like LeBron.
He's lying.
I do think. What were you saying?
I said he's lying. He loves his thoughts on China too.
Where I align with LeBron is specifically his foreign policy. I I like LeBron on the Lakers this year in a sort of a nuanced way. If I may go on a little bit of a tangent here. Here's where I think I like LeBron. I think that this Lakers roster, as currently constructed, our weakness right now, if you have to pick something, it's that we're a little bit bitch-made. We're not very big as a roster, and I know that LeBron's MO has not been like, oh, he's the toughest dude in the league. But he is a big body, and at this point in his career, he's yeah, junior or senior, please clarify. Talking about senior at the moment, although I can get into junior.
We'll get there. We're going to get there.
We will get there. I think right now what this team is missing is some size and some dog. And I think if LeBron can sort of accept his role on this team as like the second guy who's here to bring size and dog and some secondary playmaking.
Are we going to call him the second guy?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I might say
you want to call him third?
Is LeBron the third best player on this team?
I don't think – I'll put it this way. I don't think LeBron will allow that he's the third guy. I think he'll allow for like, okay, Luka can take over because he asked for that with AD. He wanted AD to take over. He made that very clear. Although
okay. I was going to say, did he ask for this trade? I don't think he did.
He didn't ask for this trade. I'm saying he asked, like when AD was on the Lakers, he was very vocal about like I want this to be AD's team. I'm 40. I want AD to take over, which I think is obviously why one of the reasons we were so quick to be like, yeah, we'll take Luka, because AD never really took over that role. But I think as long as LeBron can sort of swallow his pride and become the second guy, I do like his fit on this team. Now, I've been clamoring for the Lakers to blow up this roster for the longest. Like I post bubble championship, which counts. It does count. Post bubble championship, when they made the trade for Russ, I said, I'm out, blow up this whole team. And we sucked for a long time. And I wanted us to trade LeBron and AD. The AD trade happened. I wish the LeBron trade could happen, but realistically at this point, at 41 years old with his contract and a no-trade clause, it's unlikely unless we find like a third. There's got to be like a third. It's got to be like a third team involved, and he would want out. I think the only thing that makes sense is like a Zion to the Lakers, LeBron to the Cavs, picks to the Pelicans or something. And I don't even know if that makes I don't know.
The Pelicans, bro, they are a dumpster fire, dude.
It's so bad.
It's
so bad, man.
We should transition this into our not shockers.
Yes, please.
So my first one is the Brooklyn Nets. They are the most fun team in the NBA. I have a very short list of like not good but fun. Like I like if they're on, I'm watching. Totally. Nets are uno, the 1-1 pick of that draft.
Dude, Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas inject that into my veins.
Dude,
I love it.
Not only that, but you mix in a little. We're talking European, like or overseas point guard that's going to get you 6, 6, and 6, the devil's number every night or so. Just like not even a flirt with a triple double, but he's just like
just a triple single.
Yeah. He's liking a girl's story. That's the kind of flirting he's doing with a triple double. Ben Seraph, and then you get Igor Dioman in the mix, the 6'9" rookie point guard that has not taken a shot in the paint yet.
Yes,
hasn't.
I love that.
Give me that. Dude, it's incredible. Michael Porter Jr. takes the most insane shots, and the funniest thing, I think I watched them play against the. Who was it? The Hawks. The Hawks ran a zone. And Michael Porter Jr., when you're playing against a zone, at 2-3, you get into the high post. The high post that's how that or the short corner, that's how you break down a zone. Yes. And they put Michael Porter Jr. in the high post. Michael Porter Jr. caught the ball, turned, and shot just about every single possession.
I love it so much, dude. My favorite nickname, sorry to cut you off, my favorite nickname in all of sports is Michael, and then in parentheses, Michael Porter Jr., and then in parentheses, Porter Jr. It's so funny because it works. Like, it's so true.
It's you know exactly what they're talking about.
Yes.
But there was one possession in particular where like someone came over to help, and there was someone else on the Nets butt naked. like birthday suit, no one within a country mile of them. And Michael Porter Jr. like bobbles the ball, then tries to go into like a little step back midi, and like Luke Kennard was guarding him. Luke Kennard is 6'3", 4", and Michael Porter Jr. is like 6'9", 6'10"-ish. Like Kennard knew exactly what was going to happen. Just swiped down, took the ball from his shooting pocket and just went down. Yeah. And the best part was Michael Porter Jr. sprints down the floor, gets a block off the backboard, and then a Hawks player just follows up and dunks the ball. I'm like,
love it. I love it so much.
Cinema.
Give me that and Cam Thomas. Possession ends here, Porter Jr. Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
George Straw said my favorite part about Demon's Demian, whatever how you pronounce his name.
It looks like Demon. I've heard people say Dioman. I had Europeans or Russians get mad at me in a video because I said Igor Demon. It's like Yegor Dioman. I was like, all right, calm down. Why don't you get some freedom first before you comment on my video?
Yeah, why don't you try some capitalism first before you comment, brother? My favorite part about Demon's shot diet is that he shot sub 30% in college. So funny.
Yeah,
so funny.
He didn't that was his thing. Because I did a lot of draft preview stuff, and I was he's a dynamic passer. He's got great vision. He finishes well. He's a little soft, but he's 6'9". The ball's on a string. And he comes to the NBA, and it's kind of shaky from 3-point. We don't really know what he is as a shooter yet. Comes to the NBA and just chucking, only shoots.
Chucking. Is Demon on Gait Watch? Does the kid move well across the floor? Do you like how he moves, or is it a little uncomfortable? Is it a little awkward?
Well, for a Russian, yeah, he's on Russian Gait Watch.
He's on Russian Gait Watch. Is so sick. I love that. Yes, dude.
In terms of Russian, tall Russian men moving well.
Yes.
Yeah, sign me up.
In terms of this very niche thing of tall Russian men moving well, give me Igor Demon.
And he's not He's not 1-1. I mean, but he's
right.
He's up there.
Yeah.
But I need him to start at the 1. I need him to start at the 1. That's the last thing I'll say about the Nets.
Please give us Demon to Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. I want them taking 30 shots a game each. Nobody
I'll ruin my life injecting that into my veins. I'll lose my job, the house, family, whole shebang.
Also not shocking here, we have the Hornets and the Pelicans. I mean, they're just dumpster fire is absolutely the term. I like this Colin Knippel kid, but it just feels like this Hornets team is just in this perpetual state of I like this kid. We'll see how he pans out, and maybe they'll be good. But it's been like that for 6 years now.
Yeah, well, I like what they did as an organization this year. I will say.
Okay.
They have a core.
Yes.
LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges. That's those are our call it can't call it a big 3. This is our medium-sized 3. Well, let's at least see what we have with them for a year or two before we blow it up. So they go out, they get vets, they get Colin Sexton, you get Plum Dog Millionaire.
Big fan of his, by the way.
Huh?
Yeah, big fan of Colin Sexton. I'm a huge Colin Sexton guy.
Love gritty,
certified dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. And then so you add some vets, and you go to the draft, and you take. Well, I got to think about how to say this. Low ceiling, high floor guys. Guys that are not these in 3 years, he's really going to know. They took guys who's going to contribute right now. And they have 4 picks. Con Knippel, who is that kid could score in a phone booth. He's just a bucket. And he's going to be what we're seeing now is pretty much what you're going to see, just more shot making. Same diet of shots. Yeah.
He's a little bit almost Austin Reeves-esque in his shot creation. It's a lot of footwork and pump fakes and
very
you love a good white boy bucket.
Yeah. Hey, just talk about some good under the rim basketball. Yeah. Come on now.
Playing off 2 feet.
Exactly.
You love a guy that plays
Pro
off 2
hop,
feet here and there.
Get to 2, see what you got from there. But Con is very good. And then Ryan Kalkbrenner, the 7'3" dinosaur from Creighton. Nothing crazy, but he's good. He starts for him. I figured he'd take the starting job. I know they had Musa Diabate, who's a 6'9" rebounding specialist center.
Engine. That kid's an engine.
He is. Dude, his stat lines, box scores from the end of last year when they were just fuck it, we're starting Diabate.
Yeah.
So fun. It's 2 points, 17 rebounds.
Yeah, dude.
He's 6'9".
The kid's just pure effort. You love it. He's like the modern Dennis Rodman, but he plays for the Hornets.
Yep, and they suck. But either way, I could go through each guy. Sion James, another one, and then also the UConn kid, Liam McNeely. And those two guys don't play a ton, but they play spot minutes. But they're like, let's at least see what we have here. And I think they're going to be like play-in-ish, but not surprising. LaMelo's LaMelo. He's an idiot. I'm glad they got vets in the locker room because none of those three guys have shown at any point in their lives that they can be considered leaders.
Right.
Maybe Brandon Miller was just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, but
I was having this discussion the other day. We don't need to like dive too much into LaMelo, but I was like, LaMelo's one of those guys where eye test tells you he is so talented. He is such a creative player. His shot-making ability is so unique. He's a 3-level scorer. He's a good passer of the ball. He's fun in transition. He gets a lot of steals. He's good in passing lanes. But there's certain guys in the league that just aren't winners. And there's just a thing where certain dudes just play winning basketball and they're winners. And there's other dudes that are super talented, Kevin Porter, Jalen Green. They're elite at being hoopers, but it doesn't necessarily mean it translates to wins. And that's what LaMelo is. And I just don't know. I think he's a third guy on a contender. If LaMelo is ever going to get to the NBA Finals, he's going to have to be your third best player.
He has to be Lonzo. He has to be his older brother.
Right.
You have to just realize, or you just have to grow up a little bit. At the end of the day, you just got to grow up. LaMelo is. I could give so many examples. He is the fried hooper at LA Fitness who just gets buckets, and his team's going to stay on the court for 7 games sometimes, and they might just lose first because he's not hitting, or he's the point guard in 2K and Random Rec that just is like, it's my team. And, if you get the ball, just be ready to shoot, Chief. I don't know what else to tell you.
Spot up in the corner, brother.
Exactly. But that's my thing. I'm on with this. He's not a winner. This is football talk and basketball, and it's like, some guys, they're just not winners. Yeah. And it's like,
and it's a weird nuanced conversation because it's like box score would tell you like, oh, LaMelo should be helping them win games because he's got 25, 8, and 10 with 3 steals. He's hit 4, 5 threes. Why? How is he not helping them win? And it's like the perfect example is literally his brother. Ironically, somehow LeVar created the exact diagram of what we're talking about, where Lonzo Ball is going to average 8.7 rebounds and 9 assists or whatever, right? But I would rather have Lonzo Ball on my team than LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say I would rather pay less for Lonzo Ball to help me win games because I think Lonzo's a winning ball player than give LaMelo $35 million a year, give him a supermax to go chuck shots and turn the ball over. And you know what I mean? Like it's just that's like the perfect example right there. I was wondering how your door opened. That scared me a lot. And then I'm realizing it was the cat.
Yeah, there's...
Show him Fetty Wap, dude.
This is the young goat. Young Fetty Wap. He's blind in one eye.
Beast.
Yeah, he's a long boy.
Let's go.
Yeah,
people
somehow,
sleeping on LiAngelo.
Dude he always has the crustiest butt. Like he's always got some dingles hanging around.
Hey, who amongst us doesn't have the crustiest butt? You know what I mean? Who amongst us doesn't, stumble our way into a crusty butt here and there?
I'm using that. That's going to my list of like things to say at any time. Who amongst us?
Who amongst us? I love saying who amongst us.
It's great.
Okay, so let me make an important distinction here before we move on to like sort of our last segment. Not last segment, but our last not shocker here is the Clippers. But last thing I'll say on the Lonzo versus LaMelo thing here. Yes, they're both never available. I was saying the types of players they are, for their money, I would rather have Lonzo in terms of like if I'm a GM. I was not saying that LaMelo is a worse player than Lonzo or that Lonzo's a better like basketball player. It's not necessarily that. I'm saying if I'm constructing a team, I would sooner wait.
Bang for your buck, yeah.
I would sooner wait to pay Lonzo less. Like if we're doing a draft, right? Like if you started fresh, all 32 teams doing a draft, I would rather not.
Sorry, that is show chat. Let he without a crusty bud cast the first down. Great stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would sooner wait to draft Lonzo and pay him less than I would reach on LaMelo and pay him a ton of money.
Yeah. I mean, we're watching the downfall of a player.
Yeah,
he's got so much money. He's not going to do the thing where he goes and tries to bounce around. I think I would probably guess that he would just retire and start like streaming or something before. Like, he's going to be a Twitch streamer, bro, and he's going to like walk around and just like talk to people. It's gonna suck.
Right.
And it's gonna suck, and there are gonna be millions of people who love it. But yeah, dude, I'm with you 1,000%. Yeah, with Kyler. Him and Kyler are gonna stream together and play Among Us. But I'm with you. I think bang for your buck is so big in the league. Like it's the key to build a good team. And right now, I mean, Lonzo looks like one of the best bang for your buck pieces that you could possibly have, especially at a position like point guard and a starting point guard, and a guy to come on the bench for the Giddler. Come on now.
And it's in a league where everyone's trying to get bigger, 1 through 5. Lonzo's 6'6". Like he's to me, like for the Lakers, I would love if we got Lonzo. He would be a perfect complement to Luka. Like that would be the quintessential guy like that I want starting at point guard next to like my franchise guy. Like if I have a guy who's going to shoot the ball a lot, touch the ball a lot, the point guard, if he's not a point guard, the point guard I want with him is Lonzo Ball. Like he is to me, he's like one of my favorite role guy point guards in this league. Speaking of role guy point guards, the Clippers are missing this exact thing. Chris Paul looks every bit of 40 years old. James Harden.
Maybe just LeBron can play at 40 because he's one of the best athletes of all time, like to ever touch the earth. And it's like maybe the 5'11", 40-year-old, maybe we should stay away. But it's like maybe I just hear that Brady Clipper or that Celtics Shaq song from all the edits just in my head every time I see that team in general.
Yeah. It's so funny. We have like the cooked unk, the most like cooked unk jerseys or whatever. I thought it was going to be Russ this year. I thought King's Russell Westbrook jersey was going to be up there in the cooked unk rafters, but he's actually been pretty good. But no, this Clippers team, man, I agree with you on not shocking here. We put the Clippers in the not shocking category. I had them at like 5 or 6, I think, going into the year. I still think they probably end up there because, like you said, I think certain teams like the Trailblazers will slow down a little bit. But, man, James Harden, as good as he is, the James Harden Kawhi experiment has been over. I feel for the Clippers like how I felt with the LeBron James, Anthony Davis thing, except they never won a championship, so it's even worse.
Yeah.
Where I'm watching this and I'm like, man, it's not that they're bad players, but I just don't. It doesn't matter what roster they've built around them. I think they've built what they could to the best of their capabilities. Like, what they have right now is probably the best version of what they could have, given the landscape of the league and given their contract situations. And it's not working. It's not working. John Collins has had some bad body language, in my opinion. I don't know where you're at on John Collins, but in what I've seen of them, I'm like, get up and down the floor. You're like a 6'8" power forward. Your whole thing is that you run a lot. Stop throwing your hands up and complaining. Get back on defense. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, John Collins is just like the 25-year-old at the over 40 run that just knew someone, and you're just like, like, how did you not get that loose ball? Like, how
are you not averaging 20 and 10?
Like, it's like I led you on this pass, and it was like I gave you not that crazy of a lead, and you didn't get there. But I don't know. John Collins, in my opinion, you can get guys that do the same thing for cheaper. That's always been my take on John Collins. Like, when there was a big Mavs fan period when they were like, John Collins is the answer to all our problems. I was like, please God, no, because we're going to give him $40 million a year, and he's going to average 18 and 6. And thank God we got PJ Washington. That's
PJ Washington is the better version of John Collins.
Yeah, right now.
I would rather have that. If you want that type of player, I'd rather have that.
Yeah. I gotta touch on the Pelicans before we move to our last thing, and I'll make it
touch
quick.
on the Pelicans, brother. Give
Talking
those
about
Pelicans groping.
Fun teams, dude. I'll grope the Pelicans all freaking day. When you got 3 guys on the court wearing a baggy, like white T-shirt under their jersey, I'm in. I'm in.
Is it? It's Queen.
Derek Queen, Herb Jones,
and Trey, or no?
No. Shoot, who was the third guy?
Is it Alvarado? Does he wear the? No.
He wears a tight one. It might have been Herb and
Herb, Queen, and no, it's someone else.
It might have been Trey. Oh, I'm gonna lose it, dude. I talked.
Is it Yves Missy?
No, I don't think it's Missy either.
Fuck, who is it, dude?
I know who.
I feel like we. Anyway, what you're saying? They're
either
a
way,
bad team, but
it's just
fun,
like it gives me like 2015 Dayton vibes, like Scoochie Smith taking them to the Sweet 16. It's like also very, very funny. Derek Queen and I play very, very similar basketball.
I love that out of you.
If there was if you combined Alperen Şengün and Derek Queen, that would be me.
That's you.
And like in a pickup situation.
At your size, at 5'6", it's really shocking you play so big.
Yeah, I know. We're defying the odds of physics here. Or, sorry, not the odds. The
what's
laws.
interesting is at 6'5", whatever I am, somewhere around there. I know I stopped counting after 6'3", but at my height, I'm often compared to T.J. McConnell, J.J. Barea. I'm actually not kidding, by the way. The comparisons, my men's. I was on a not men's league, but technically, but I was on an intramural basketball team in college. They called me T.J. McConnor. That's the comparisons that I've drawn have been. Connor plays like a 6'6" Peyton Pritchard. Thank you. Yes,
that's good. I like that.
It's just so weird that at my size, people keep comparing me to these really short white guys. That's really shocking to me, and I don't understand.
It's odd. Yeah,
it's
and
odd.
As a 5'5" man myself, it's crazy that I'm able to score on the low block like I do.
Right. Low center of gravity.
They always told me when I was 4'5" in high school, they were like, "Why are you working on that jump hook?" I was like, "It's gonna pay off one day. It's gonna pay off.
Just you wait. Wait, Dad."
I want to be a dancer. This is your dream, not mine.
I want to play on the low block.
I want to play. Yeah. I want to develop really, really good low post scoring with both hands.
Yeah. Dad, Al Jefferson is my idol.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love Al Jefferson. Don't get me started. Too. But I just have to say, Pelicans are horrible, and they have dug themselves in a hole. They traded their first round pick next year to move up 10 spots in the draft and take Derek Queen.
One of the worst trades I've ever seen.
Everyone in the world, there are people in China who don't speak English. They're like, if you could translate, like, will the Pelicans be in the lottery next year? They're like, oh yeah, for sure. Like Zion's going to get hurt. He's going to play 50 games. But
sure enough, we're seeing it already.
That was a just shockingly dumb move, and it's crazy because the GM that was there before, I have a friend that's kind of tight with him, and he kind of brought them out of the depths and made some great moves in the draft, like. Everyone's like, Pelicans should take Cam Thomas. And guess what they drafted instead? Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
And he's been fantastic. It's like, why would I take a guy that he's kind of he can score for sure, but now I got a 6'10" guy that shoots threes and like can guard too.
Dunk contest.
Yeah, and win a dunk contest. But either way,
yeah.
They fired him.
Dunk contest,
no, they didn't fire him.
Shooting threes at that clip is.
Yeah, he's great. Trey Murphy is awesome, but they didn't fire him. I misspoke. He leaves to go to Detroit and has done nothing but make great decisions there as well. And dude, they hired some I think they promoted their assistant GM, who then just hired like 2 old NBA players. I think like Joe Dumars maybe and someone else to be like, help me make decisions. And they're like, this team is good. Like we need to win now. It's like everyone else in the world knew that wasn't going to happen. But
nobody.
Either way. Pelicans are a mess, but they're fun. Sadiq Bey.
Yes.
People forget.
Last team I'd love. Oh, what's that?
Sadiq Bey, 50-ball haver, is also on the Pelicans, and he scores a lot.
Yes, he scores a lot. Yeah. Sadiq Bey scores a lot.
In-depth analysis, scores a lot.
Last team I want to touch on before we hop off here, the Orlando Magic. I forgot them in our shocking category. I have been so unbelievably disappointed with them so far. I'm a big Paolo Banchero guy. I thought Desmond Bane was a great move for them. I thought with the Boston Celtics going down this year that it was going to be like, hey, Knicks, Cavs, Magic. The Bucks got themselves in sort of a hole here with like Miles Turner's okay. They lost Dame. They don't have a lot of money to do anything. It was like, wow, hey, the Magic door's fucking wide open for you guys.
Yeah. Now I was high on the Magic too, because
they've done nothing with it. Nothing.
Well, Desmond Bane kind of seemed like the missing piece. I think it was really obvious that they needed a lead guard upgrade. You got the Twin Towers at the forward spots, Franz and Paolo. Like, these guys look really good together. Franz is kind of a point forward already, but you do need like that very, very efficient lead guard. And I think it was good. It was the right move to move on from Cole Anthony and hold on to Jalen Suggs. But then you go and get Bane, and I'm like, Desmond Bane was fantastic when he played the one for the Grizzlies when Ja was out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it took a bit for him to come back, but when he did, he fit in with that system seamlessly. And he was very good. And so everything kind of made sense to me. It just seems to be stagnation.
Paolo, there's going to be some tough conversations for me around Paolo because I spoke highly of him quite a bit. I made some claims about Paolo that I may have to walk back at some point here.
Well, here's my claims are all online, so a lot of times I'll make a video like being very adamant about something, and to be fair, give myself some credit, I'm right a lot. Lot. Especially when I'm predicting things. Like I said like 5 years ago, I'm like, Rudy Gobert is going to get played off the floor in every playoff series that he's a part of. Every like playoff series against a good team.
Yeah,
and it happens
I will say
every single year.
I've heard you. I've heard a lot of your takes over the last couple of years of me and you getting to know each other, and especially getting into this podcast.
Yeah,
you have been right about a lot. I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you if I didn't take note of how often you were correct. I will give you credit there. I trust your prediction abilities 100%.
Yeah, but I'll get a comment on something I was just so incredibly wrong about. Like 6 months later, and they're like, how did this one pan out for you? I'm just like, son of a bitch.
Getting victory lap dunked on. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was very vocal about the Mavericks being very good. Even without Kyrie, I'm like, we're going to be good.
Ooh.
I just underestimated how much of a terrorist Jason Kidd was.
Kyrie coming back, I think, will help you guys.
Yeah, because then J Kidd doesn't have to run anything, and we'll win, and I'll still be angry about it.
Look,
reality.
Hey, this is Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Love. Celtics to win the NBA championship. Red Sox to win the World Series. Many are saying Red Sox may win.
This is like the least surprising Boston man ever. Like, Cowboys fans get a lot of shit for being like, we're going to win the Super Bowl every year before the season starts. Boston fans, just that cranked up to 11.
Oh, 100%. Giddy All-NBA. I kind of like it. I kind of like All-NBA second team for Giddy. Certainly All-Star. Hey, this was a fun first episode. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm looking forward to continuing this. I got to figure out how to not make my video show up as a full-on potato. We gotta figure that out. I don't know what's going on in my video, but
if you're looking at the Riverside thing, that's just for us. I'm watching
the stream.
Oh, Twitch is bad.
I've been watching the Twitch stream. I am in. Yeah, what's less than 720?
360. Video guy.
What's less than that?
Now we're going from video guy to math guy. Lowest I know is 360.
Okay.
So we're now going to 365, 47, 20, 1080.
Can't half that. Yeah, you lost me at halfing 360.
Yeah.
360 divided by 2, not my thing.
Nope.
Not
going to get there. Not going to happen. Teaser for next episode. We are on high alert for Wemby stopper watch.
We are on Wemby stopper watch. Yes.
There's a short list. We'll give a small teaser.
Yes.
Royce O'Neal.
Also
Wemby,
from the Suns.
Yeah.
Also from the Suns. Godwin.
Jordan Goodwin.
Goodwin. Sorry, Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin. Yes. Jordan Goodwin. Royce O'Neal and the Suns. The Suns figured it out.
You want to throw that last one out there?
Bronny James. James.
LeBron the second.
LeBron James Jr. Wemby stopper. That's how
people are talking today. We'll get into it more next episode.
Thank you guys for joining the long and the short. I am at Willie Goat on socials. Nick is at Slim Dookie on socials. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoy this The format, I think the live stream is awesome. I think this is really fun. I look forward to continuing this and making this better for everybody. Let me know if you guys have some, feel free to DM us or comment or whatever if you guys have some pointers for us, if you want to see certain things or if certain things weren't working or whatever. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully, on next week's stream.
Yeah, come back. Find us on social, too. Not yet, but eventually the long and the short.
Yes,
or the long and the short
we're figuring
pod.
out the socials. Yes.
I'm sure we'll post something when we're going to snag those.
We'll figure that out. We're going to get that. We're doing the sort of jump and then build the plane as you fall,
It's my favorite
sort
saying.
of. Thank you. I don't know how to say it. So one of my friends told me that one time. I cannot figure out what they said because it made sense when they said it, and I keep saying it. It doesn't make sense when I say it. But we're figuring it out as we go. We're diving in. This was fun. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining. Nick, thank you, Slim.
Hey, now, for actually on behalf of all the viewers, all the chatters too right now, all the listeners on Spotify, we want to thank you.
Hey, we'd love to thank you. It would be our honor to thank you.
Yeah.
You guys come back to the next episode with some Gait Watch suggestions for us, huh?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on fellas' gates.
Yeah.
We're
big Gait
I'd love to
watchers.
hear some Gait Watch.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. We will hopefully see you guys next week.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Let's do it. Hell yeah.
I love all
Nick,
of
do you know how to shut down the stream?
I do. I wanted to give a smooch.
Oh, okay. I love that. Okay. Okay. All right.